Welcome to the Wayne Breezie channel, host of the Wayne Breezie Show. I'm here to deliver to you great NFL content. You see the team. Hit that sub button and tune in. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Wayne Breezie, live from Mobile, Alabama. It is about 9:30 p.m. on the evening. Shout out to everybody out there tuned to the live Wayne Breezie show. I appreciate it, man. I apologize for the no early shows. I'm going to be working heavily out here, so there'll probably be all night shows this week. And I'm going to try to go live just about every night this week. So make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click on subscribe. I see the Breezy Bunch crew out there live and kicking. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check out our sponsors over at Residency. Go to www.residency.com. Use the promo code SFBreezy and you can save on your total purchase. Shout out to those that have been actually using that promo code. I've been getting the emails. I appreciate you 1000%. For exclusive content, you can go to Patreon. I'll be breaking down draft picks and things like that as when we do the mock drafts and stuff. I go in a little bit more detail about the players and stuff like that over there on the Patreon for exclusive videos as well. And don't forget to check out us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you guys like to listen to it. So good evening to everybody out there, man. I appreciate you guys. How you guys doing? I see my man Boss in the building. Was cooking, Niner Kim folk. Welcome back, Saleh. You are the Viagra that gives the D. I wasn't expecting to read this. That gives the D energy. Fix our yep. I knew I didn't preview this message. I just knew exactly where you were going to with this. I see Boats in the building. Says I don't know squat about our new special teams coach, but he can't be any worse than what we had. I tell you what, we're gonna check him out. You know what I'm saying? Matthew says, what's up, faithful? Ready for the best content creators? Spit that business. I like that, man. Shoot, I know I am after a long day of work. I had a long day of travel. PG in the building. Good evening, Breezy and faithful. Man, listen, man. If you are a Breezy Bunch crew member, I truly appreciate you guys and the love out there. You know what I'm saying? Tommy says I sound better. GSU for life says this better be good. He's missing Murder, She Wrote. I know you've seen every episode of Murder, She Wrote. I know you've seen every episode of Murder, She Wrote. We got our first super chat contribution from my man Jedi. I got the ding ding ling. I don't have the monies. I don't have my soundboard with me. I didn't bring it. It says paying rent, Breezy. I'd rather drop you 4 months worth of rent versus joining. Hey man, appreciate that, man. Let's go, man, fan. Let's go, fan. I want you to join, but listen, I appreciate the super chat contribution and thank you so much, man, for sure. I truly appreciate it, man. Throwback in the building. What's going on, Throwback? I'll see you out there, baby. How you doing, man? What a crazy day. What a crazy day. What a crazy day. What a crazy day. Jax Knox in the building says, hey, Wayne and faithful. Yes. What's going on, Jax? Hope all is well with you as well. Man, today was crazy. Ran into some people on the airplane. Ran into one of my faves. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ran into my man, and I'm gonna talk about it when I talk a little bit about the draft because he gave me some stuff exclusive that I'm gonna give to you during the mock draft. So make sure you stick around for the live mock draft that we do every Monday. But Phil Yates is definitely in the building. Actually, I was on the airplane with all the analysts. Like they were just all sitting right together, and then everybody got on the plane. Hey, what's up, Phil? Hey, what's up, Mike? What's up, Phil Yates? What's up? This I was like, man. I wish they would have said, "What's up, Breezy?" I would have been like, "Yeah, I feel like I'm included." But it's all good, man. I got a chance to chop it up with some of the guys. It was just real cool plane ride experience here in Alabama, and that's what this is all about. You know, being out here is all about connecting, getting to know these young players before they actually become millionaires. Actually, most of them are millionaires with the NIL deals, but before they enter the NFL, and you get the chance to meet and connect and network with some of the greats that actually do this for real, which I feel like I do it for real, but I don't get paid like they get paid for real. But hey, man, I'm out here nonetheless. So it was cool to run into Phil Yates and real cool guy. I'll say that. Real cool guy. I guess he's from Connecticut because that's where we boarded the plane together. And we've been kind of chopping it up ever since, all the way to the car rental place. So Field was a great guy, man. All right, look, let's talk about what the 49ers are doing. Okay, so, last, weekend, before the weekend hit, they hired Robert Saleh, right? They brought Robert Saleh in, and Robert Saleh immediately, in my opinion, is exactly what my man Boss said. He's the Viagra to the D, right? He's a guy, and I put a reel out there. I said, man, there's a couple of things that he does. You know what I'm saying? He's going to bring the energy. He knows the system. He's the only person that could come in here and actually fix the system. You know what I'm saying? He has a connection with the football players. His energy, his connection, the rapport, all of that is there. It's all gas, no brakes. And then on top of that, he has the trust of the head coach, Kyle Shanahan. And we know we've seen Kyle Shanahan have trust issues along the way. And so with Robert Saleh, I feel like it's going to be an instant fix, not a Band-Aid, but an instant fix, right? He's going to be able to come and fine tune certain things and get players to play certain ways. His philosophies are a little bit different. And so that's what you're going to get. Now, before Robert Saleh even came on board, they interviewed one of Robert Saleh's friends, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was reported was going to go to Jacksonville and become the special teams coordinator of the Jacksonville Jaguars with Robert Saleh, Mr. Brant Boyer. So what did the 49ers do? They interviewed Brant Boyer before they even hired Robert Saleh. Well, on today, as I'm at the airport, the news breaks, and Brant Boyer is now the special teams coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers. And I know a lot of people out there are like, who in the hell is Brant Boyer? Like, who in the hell is Brant Boyer? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got you. That's why we here. I had to do some homework. Couldn't do nothing else on the airplane because the internet was trash. Shout out to Delta for the trash ass internet on the airplane. But nonetheless, I was able to get some stuff done. So I got you. 1000%. And Jedi, thank you again for the double super chat. Senior Bowl money. Now I'm going to get me a hat. I'm going to get me a Senior Bowl hat. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So Brant Boyer, not Brent. Did I say Brent? I meant to say Brant. No, it's Brant, not Brent. I got a crazy nasal thing going on. What's up, little cuz? I see my little cuz Keith in the building. Steelers fan. I got a crazy little, nasal crap going on. Anyway, Brant Boyer is the special teams coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. And, immediately I'm like, okay, they get a 53-year-old. He's going to come in here, and he already looks like he's going to be bringing energy. If Robert Saleh likes him, I'm liking him. Why? Because Robert Saleh, I just trust what Robert Saleh does with the San Francisco 49ers. Once he got things going, he never really steered us in the wrong direction. And this lets me know that Robert Saleh is going to got a little bit more pull, a little bit more juice this go around with the San Francisco 49ers, which may just entice him to stay as a defensive coordinator more than a year. So Brant Boyer comes in. I had to do my homework, though. I was like, wait, who is Brant Boyer? And I'm going to tell you right now, he gave me some hope. Brant Boyer came into the league in 2009. In 2009 and 2010, he was a training camp intern for two different teams. I didn't even know you can go to a training camp and be an intern. I'm about to be out in the Bay this summer and intern my tail off. I mean, because you're working for free, but I didn't know you could be a training camp intern. Anyway, for the Cleveland Browns in 2009, he was the training camp intern there. And in 2010, he was the training camp intern with the New York Football Giants. Now, I know that doesn't mean much, but he got to be around the team, got to be around the organizations, two different organizations to be exact. The Browns went 5-11 that year. The Giants went 10-6 that year. And then in 2012 is when he upgraded a little bit. He became the assistant special teams coordinator of the Indianapolis Colts. So from 2012 to 2015, he was an assistant special teams coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts, where they went 11-5 3 of those seasons, and 8-8 in 2015. All right, so he's been around kickers. Maybe I think Adam Vinatieri was there probably around that time, and Pat McAfee around that time. It's probably why you got a big Pat McAfee, endorsement I believe there was a Pat McAfee, he spoke about him on his show, if I'm not mistaken, right? And so, boom, you get that. And then 2016, he becomes the actual special teams coordinator for the New York Football Jets, all right? So he became the special teams coordinator from the New York Football Jets. So from 2016 to 2024, he was the special teams coordinator for the Jets, all right? They and not one of those seasons they had a winning record, but his special teams played very well. Special teams played very well, and I got a couple of things I'll share with you guys out there, so you can kind of see how they rank. They had two really bad seasons off of this table. It's a good chart too, by the way. Good follow as well. SF Data Niners on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call this daggone thing. All right. So if you check this out, you can see, and I'll try my hardest to kind of like blow this up a little bit. Let's see if I can get this just I'm on the hotel Wi-Fi. So it's probably got me stagnant and stuff like that. I don't want to do too much sharing and stuff like that. But here's the data right here. And if you go down to the New York Jets, which is number 19, you can see in 2016 they had a really bad season. You can see in 2020 they had a really bad season. Their best season was in 2018 with that 41.3, and this is special teams EPA, all right? So, they just had a couple of bad seasons. I look at the San Francisco 49ers because that's what I really wanted to check out. I was like, damn. Look, 2020 negative 56.3, and in 2024 negative 63.8. Negative 63.8. So you can see that the special teams definitely needed an upgrade here. And they got a coach that can come in here and do so. Now, don't ask me what the special teams is going to look like moving forward. Don't ask me who's going to be. I don't know if Jake Moody is going to be the kicker. I do expect him to still be here. He's under contract. But remember I said earlier on the shows, I said I want Kyle Shanahan to bring in some competition. And I think now that you got a special teams coordinator that understands special teams, that understands what you need to do. First and foremost, get a kicker. Will he be able to help develop Jake Moody? I don't know, but I expect him to have a guy ready to go to compete for this kicking spot, which I think that's what we're going to have in 2025. I think it's going to be a competition, and it's going to come down to may the best person win, and there's a possibility Jake Moody won't make the roster in 2025, depending on who Brant Boyer decides to bring in as his kicker. Also, you can look forward to some trick plays. I'm talking fake punts. I'm talking all that type of stuff, man. And me personally, please get me a return guy. Find somebody that is just better at returning the ball, good at tracking the ball. Maybe he helps develop a guy like Jacob Cowing. Maybe Jacob Cowing is the punt returner for this team moving forward, and he just needs better development because Brian Schneider was a terrible special teams coordinator. Terrible. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? With special teams. But you're going to see some things. It's going to look a little bit different for the San Francisco 49ers, and he's going to bring energy. He's going to bring energy. Maybe the energy that a coach needs to get under some of these players' asses when it comes down to blocking and tackling and things like that. The fundamentals of football. That comes from coaching. The right coaches got to be able to get through to these players, moving forward. And if the 49ers can get even this much better on special teams, I call it a win, mother-freaking win. What's going on, Christy Marie? I call it a win-win. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens as the 49ers continue to, grow. If there's going to be some other coaches that are going to be let go or hired or whatever. I haven't heard of any of the assistant special teams coach is still here. I haven't heard, what's the deal on Staley. He's supposed to be leaving, but I haven't heard anything new about that as well. But Nick Sorensen is now the special teams coordinator for those that care and give two flying Fs about it for the Dallas Cowboys. Man, let's give Jerry Jones a round of applause for picking up Nick Sorensen, who's going to get an opportunity with the Dallas Cowboys, special teams coordinate. Didn't work for us, so it is what it is. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But congrats to Nick Sorensen. I'm glad he didn't want to be here anymore, and he went out and got himself a new job with Jerry at Jerry's World, man. Congrats. Thank you, Jerry Jones, for taking our trash. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you 1,000%. So there it is, man. Brant Boyer, the new special teams coordinator of the 49ers. Now, there's only one coordinator that has not been knighted. I'm old school, right? So medieval, knighted. What does that mean? Well, Kyle Shanahan, at the end of the season, in his presser, he stated that he wanted to make Clay the offensive coordinator. So he named him the offensive coordinator, but then Kyle also said that he will still be calling plays. So that Clay Kubiak was named offensive coordinator at the end of the season presser from Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. That presser. Go back and watch it, right? He was named that. Then the league rules came out. The league came down on Kyle and said, you can't do that. You got to interview guys. Cool. So Kyle interviewed one person for the job. So I guess my question is, bang, 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 got to coordinate. Will Kyle Shanahan officially make Clay Kubiak the special teams coordinator? What you guys think out there? Will Kyle make him not special teams coordinator, offensive coordinator? Will Kyle Shanahan make Clay Kubiak the offensive coordinator? I want to know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? I personally feel like, yeah, why not? His brother is his brother is an offensive coordinator. His other brother, I think, is an offensive coordinator. Might as well just say he's the offensive coordinator and just keep it moving. I don't know what Kyle's waiting for, but he's the only person that has not been named a coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I know Bobby Slowick's name has been floating out there, and there's a possibility maybe Kyle wants to get Bobby Slowick back into the organization, and maybe he makes both of them offensive coordinators. I don't know, but I'm curious to know, will Clay Kubiak be the 49ers offensive coordinator by being hired as an offensive coordinator? Not just Kyle saying it, but will he be hired as an offensive coordinator? I guess that's what we're going to be waiting to see. And I don't think it makes much of a big damn deal because Kyle already said he's going to be calling the plays. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to make much of a big damn deal. I just want an offensive coordinator. I want to say that we have an offensive coordinator named Clay Kubiak. We have a defensive coordinator named Robert Saleh. And our special teams coordinator, we got to get used to it, is Brant Boyer. We got to get used to saying it. Say it with me, y'all. Brant Boyer. We got a special teams coordinator. I just want to say that we have 3 coordinators like most teams in the NFL, like the other teams in the NFL. I know a lot of people I don't really care. Faisal, what's going on? I don't really care because Kyle's going to be calling plays. I get it. Trust me. I get it. Hit that like button, guys, out there, man. And if you're new, first time watching the channel, man, make sure you hit subscribe. Shout out to everybody on X, Facebook, Twitch, and my YouTube lovers out there. Appreciate you, man. Listen, I'm down here in Mobile, and everything kicks off for me tomorrow. So I got an early morning, so show won't be too long. But I got an early morning, got to get up, got to go to registration, got to get my credentials. From credentials, go straight to practice. Practice from 9:30 to 4:30. So 3:30, something like that. 9:30 to 3:30. God damn, it's a long day. And then come back, chop it up, do it up. Then I got to come back here and get ready for live shows. So that's every day until Friday when I leave. So I'm excited. Is there anybody out there you guys are excited to see? Make sure you check out my article on 49erswebzone.com. All right, I'm going to put the link into the chat. All right, so make sure you guys check out the article. I'm giving you a list of some players that I want you guys to kind of like just watch out for. Some of the guys that I feel like are going to probably stand out. Shout out to Peachy. She put the link right there in the chat for me. Hopefully you guys can click on that joint. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be doing, I was like, I'm down here and I got to do like 5 jobs. I got 5 jobs at one time, right? I got 2 cameras. I'm gonna have one camera on the action on the film. I got my other camera that's gonna be ready to load it for interviews and stuff with the players. I just got my brain's gonna be all over the place. But make sure you guys check out some of the players that I put in the article. If there's anybody you guys want me to definitely try to look out for, make sure you put it in the live chat. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Breezy Bunch member, I'll definitely put it up here and show everybody. But I'm going to go through my list and just pick out a couple of players that I want y'all to pay attention to, because not everybody likes to read like myself. But, offensive line. Offensive line is probably the position that we all want the San Francisco 49ers to address, right? In the draft, right? All right, so for those that don't know what the Senior Bowl is, what is the Senior Bowl? Okay, so the Reese's Senior Bowl is an all-star game. It's just like the Pro Bowl for the NFL. It's the biggest of the all-star games. Now, there are a few other bowl games out there that are all-star games as well, but when you get the invite to the Senior Bowl, it's the big one, right? It's the one with the bread and butter, right? You know what I'm saying? It's the big one, okay? So the Reese's Senior Bowl is that, and it's going to showcase these guys. Now, what they do here, shout out to Jim Nagy and the crew, Molly Middleton, like all the people that put this together, that come together to make this event, and it is crazy strenuous, right? They got 100+ players. Ugh, the stuff that they do is just amazing. And then it's like they all, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, they cater to the media, right? So they look out for us, right? So now they got to look out for like all 500 media outlets that are the people that are representing the different media outlets. They're just so good. They're just so good to us. Anyway, so that's what the Senior Bowl is. These kids come together and they ball out, on 2 different teams. And so each week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they practice, right? So they practice. Then they do kind of like small little scrimmages. You know what I'm saying? But they against the same team. So like they play each other. You know what I mean? So it's really cool because now you get to see the different types of practices. You get to see the different drills. You get to see the 1-on-1s. You get to see the 7-on-7s and then the full 11-on-11s, which I kind of like call the scrimmage. And then they rotate them out and they run those for a minute. Now, I'm here really to look at just about everybody that I can. So I'm going to start with the offensive line because I know a lot of people want us to address the offensive line. And they got some really good studs that I feel like are going to be here from the offensive line that the 49ers should definitely or probably going to interview. So when I talk to some of these players, which I don't get a chance to talk to all of them, it's just one of me. But I'm gonna have to go out there and like scavenger hunt and try to get to some of these players. But Armand Membu from Missouri, the tackle from Missouri, left tackle from Missouri. Daniel Jeremiah mocked him in his first mock draft. Says that he's the person that fits the 49ers perfectly well. He's going to be here. I like Josh Connerly out of Oregon. And a couple of players. Here's my sleeper player, and a lot of people aren't talking about him. He's a right tackle out of Connecticut. So he went to UConn. His name is Chase Lunt. He's 6'8", 305, right tackle, outside zone guy. He's kind of a better version of what Mike McGlinchey was. He can pass protect and run block, right? And so like big guy, quick guy, fast guy. I can't wait to see those guys out there. So the offensive line, definitely going to be looking at those 1-on-1s. How do they go well with this defense? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the defensive line is the dominant position here. From the defensive tackles to the edge. This is the draft of the defensive front. That's why I said don't be surprised if Robert Saleh gets to go like he's a kid at Toys R Us on draft day, because he's going to be able to seriously address problems in the trenches on the defensive side of the football. So don't be mad. All right? Don't be mad. Like, listen, I know we need offensive linemen, but they're scarce. The ones that really fit the 49ers, because the 49ers got a type. But there's some players out there I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on. Defensive line. Let's go straight to the defensive line. Not really high on any of the combo guards here offensively or the centers, but I hope if any of them stand out, I'll make sure to let you know that night. Let's go to the defensive line because I'm telling you, the trenches. Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss. Walter Nolan, I know you're not a member keeping the faith, but I saw you put the name up there and I wanted to highlight that. That is a name that is on my list. If you guys are members of my Patreon, I give you my top 10 draft prospects for every list. If you and I actually put out the on Instagram, I put all the pictures of the top 10 as well, so you can see that on Instagram. If you want to go follow me on Instagram at the Wayne Breezy, you can check that out. Walter Nolan, I want to see how he fares up and holds out. I want to check out his motor. I need to see his get off, his quick first step, all that type of stuff. I want to see his moves. I want to see if how well he's able to win these one-on-ones. Walter Nolan. The big name right here that's circulating right now is defensive tackle Deion Walker, who is hella athletic out of Kentucky. I mean, the kid could dunk a basketball. I think he's 6'7", if I'm not mistaken, 340 pounds. Big kid, quick feet. So I can't wait to see what he does out of Kentucky. And then my sleeper is going to be a defensive tackle named Darius Alexander. Darius Alexander out of Toledo. Now, I've been following Toledo ever since we drafted Samuel Womack III. Been following him. And then I fell in love with Quinyon Mitchell last year. Now he's in the Super Bowl. And I'm telling you, Darius Alexander is a defensive tackle that the Niners, he may end up trending upwards after this week, but he would fit the Niners so well. Darius Alexander out of Toledo. As far as edge rushers, all eyes going to be on Mike Green. Mike Green done gained weight since the last time we've been mock drafting him at 240. The dude is now up to like 265 or something like that too. He done gained weight. That's good. But the question is, did he lose his bend? Did he lose his speed? Because that's what he's known for. Led the nation in sacks with 17 and a half sacks in one season. Golly, at Marshall. All eyes going to be on Mike Green, edge rusher. Sleeper pick out of that, Princely Uman, I think I said his name right, out of Ole Miss. Ole Miss got a lot of players here this week. Ole Miss got a lot of players. Oregon has a lot of players. There's one more team that has a lot of players here, but yeah, those schools got a lot of players. Linebackers, Jeffrey Bassa out of Oregon and Demetrius Knight Jr. out of South Carolina. There's going to be some guys here. And defensive backs, I'm going to put this name out here, Trey Amos from Ole Miss, but pay attention and see if this kid starts trending up. His name is Azariah Thomas, Florida State. Now, here's why I like this kid. Press man, kind of reminds you of like Richard Sherman. He's got the bigger build, but he's strong. He doesn't get beat. And he can jam these receivers up at the line of scrimmage, which is what I like. Now, I don't know what Saleh's planning to play, but I know it's multiple styles on defense where it's going to be some press, going to be some zone, going to be some man. Saleh and Sherman work really well. Since we got Sherman on the tail end of his career, but they worked really well. He's a smart kid. He's coached by Patrick Surtain Sr., which is, Patrick Surtain's father, right? So, and you know how Renardo Green turned out to be. I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners are looking at him as well. But keep your eyes on him. Let me see if you guys got any names out there. Shamar Stewart. I want to see how he plays. I'm clearly watching his film, but I want to see how well he plays. Against the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. You talk about out of Texas A&M, right? Shamar Stewart out of Texas A&M. So I definitely want to see Tyler Batty, defensive end out of BYU. Alaska Outdoor wants us to draft him. You might be right. I don't know if he's here at the Senior Bowl. I'm currently talking about Senior Bowl players. I don't think he's here at the Senior Bowl, but if he is, I'll be checking him out for sure. Let's see if there's any other names. Jedi said I want a Samoan defensive tackle. They're built around. Hey man, you talk about that Vita Vea type build, man. Yeah, like he's one of a kind though. He's one of one. He's one of one. Did you say? Oh no, I thought you were talking about Stout. Terradome says he's gonna DM me a safety. I got a couple of safeties that I like that are here. I didn't go over any of those. I'm gonna check out the kid from Ohio State, Lathan Ransom. My safety won't be here, so I'm a little Xavier Watts is my number one safety. He won't be here. Because he just played in the big bowl game. Oh, and don't sleep on Malachi Moore from Alabama. I feel like a great this could be a great week for him to where he can start trending up. Like, you know what I mean? Could be a great week for him to where he can start trending upwards. So check Malachi Moore out of Alabama. Any other positions before we move on to this actual mock draft? Obviously, the tight end, everybody's going to be glued to the TV set on Saturday at the bowl game is going to be Harold Fannin Jr. If he plays, he is here. Tight end out of Bowling Green. Kid is phenomenal. He's just a phenomenal playmaking catcher, passer, whatever. How's his blocking? About to find out this week. I can promise you that. About to find out this week. About to find out this week. How's his blocking? Other tight ends, and it is not a big tight end class for me. It's not a huge tight end class. Wide receivers, I got like both of the receivers out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins, Jalen Noel. Keep your eyes on them. Xavier Restrepo from Miami, Ty Felton from Maryland, and I think Jalen Royals is going to be the best receiver here at the Senior Bowl. I'm putting it out there right now from Utah State. Jalen Royals is going to be the best receiver, in my opinion, here. I always find a receiver and click to. The first year I came here, it was Tank Dell. Last year, who did I like last year off the top of my head? I can't remember last year. Off the top of my head. I should be able to, but I can't because I was focusing on a lot of other positions. Who stood out to me last year? The first year was Rashee Rice and Tank Dell. I remember those two names. And the kid Jaden Reed from Michigan State. And he went to the Packers. Them three dudes was balling. I'm trying to think who was last year's receivers. I got to go back and check it out. This year, though, I'm telling you, it's going to be Jalen Royals. Can't wait to see how they play and they one-on-ones. All right, I promise you guys, it's mock draft Monday. Let's get to this mock draft. Let me know how the connection is out there too, because I'm running off of the hotel Wi-Fi, and I plan on street. It was Luke McCaffrey last year. Thank you, PG. My brain is just all over the place. Definitely love Luke. It was him. It was a kid from North Carolina. There was one more now that I think about it. Man, I can't think of him. Any tight ends DJ Malone should we be paying attention to? Honestly, the only tight end I'm going to be glued to is Harold Fannin Jr., and I'm really going to be looking at him as a block. I want to see how well he blocks. Oh, running backs. I know y'all don't want to hear about the running backs, right? Running backs, Devin Neal out of Kansas. Damian Martinez out of Miami. Great. He's the best blocking back here, too, by the way. Scatterbo is not participating, so he won't be here at Senior Bowl week. Sorry, guys. Khalil Mullins out of Michigan. I want to see how hard these guys run against the best. And my sleeper is going to be this kid named Marcus Yarns out of Delaware. Marcus Yarns out of Delaware. Scatterbo won't be participating. I found that out earlier today, and I was like, no. So, yeah, no Scatterbo. But we saw him play in his bowl game. You know what I mean? We saw what he could do. Scatterbo is going to be a problem wherever he goes. He ain't going to go to the 49ers, though. I can tell you that right now. All right, let's get this mock draft going. All right, let's finish up our show with our live mock draft that we do every single Monday. Now, I said I had a little tidbit for you. Now, I talked to Field Yates, and I said, Mr. Yates. No, I didn't. I said, hey, Field. He said, what's up, bro? I said, yo, who do you think the 49ers are going to draft at 11? He said, man, he said, I know, and I'm doing it like he said it, because he didn't, he said, you need offensive line. I know you need an offensive line. This is what he said. He said, I know you need an offensive line, but I can see y'all going cornerback there. I said, who? He said, if Will Johnson is available, that might be a good pick. Now, I promise you, I did not bamboozle him. Like, I did not ask him to say anything. I didn't even tell him to pick cornerback. Damn near didn't want him to pick a Michigan guy because y'all know y'all give me the business. So this is all him. He said, I really think he would fit well with Saleh and the system. So I said, well, I know a little bit about Will Johnson. He didn't play much throughout his career at Michigan. He was always injured. But when he was on the field, he was getting pick sixes. I can't figure it out. It was either a pick six or an injury. That's his career. That's what it was. Don't know why. Don't know how to call it. Now, I know y'all, I didn't say this. This is what he said. And so, look, if it is a corner, if it is, I would think that the Niners are going to go with a premium position. I feel like cornerback is a premium position, especially if you get a guy that you could put on an island early, like a Sauce Gardner. Premium, right? Get him for 5 years, don't got to pay him. Now, personally, I want to go defense. So let's see how this mock draft falls for us, and we'll take it from there. We'll take it from there. All right? And don't be mad at me, because if Will Johnson is there, I'm picking Field Yates pick at 11. I'm picking Field Yates pick at 11. If he's there. If he's there on the board. All right? Just letting you know right now. If he's there on the board, I'm picking his pick. All right? So let's go ahead and get this draft started. We'll go 7 rounds. I got it on super fast, I hope. Yep, it's on turbo. That's the super fastest we going to get. I'm not trading this time. All right. The board is set for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, listen, I'm not paying attention to you guys in the chat. So my apologies, all right? I'm not paying attention to you guys in the chat, so my apologies. But I will come back and check it from time to time. Cam Ward went number 1 to Tennessee. Travis Hunter to the Browns. Abdul Carter's gone. T-Mac is gone. Malachi Starks is gone. That's another safety that I love. Will Johnson went to the Raiders. Go figure. Shador Sanders, the Jets get a quarterback. James Pierce, Mason Graham to the Saints. Luther Burden III to the Chicago Bears. That leaves the 49ers on the clock to select the best player available. Okay? Now, I know we need a tackle. I know. Trust me. But Mike Green is there. Tyler Warren is there. Now, look, if you drafted Tyler Warren, will he be an impact player day one? I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. We still got George Kittle. I don't see him taking. I just don't think this is the year the Niners spend on a tight end when they still have a tight end. It's either going to be tackle or defense. And I really do like Mike Green at 11. You see him trending upwards. He's projected to go at 11. As far as tackles, Will Campbell is there. Not a huge fan of Will Campbell. I know a lot of people are pumping him up. I'd rather take the chance to get a guy like Josh Simmons, who I know ceiling-wise can be like a Trent Williams, healthy, but he is coming off the ACL. Calvin Banks Jr. still my favorite guy in this draft. I don't care if he's an inch or two shorter than most tackles in the league. I think he just has all the tools. Armand Mimbu is there from Missouri, but I really like Connor Lee. I really like Wyatt Milam. Greg Zabel is another guy at North Dakota State I'm going to be keeping my eye on, as well as Ozzie Trapillo and Ariante Ursary, as well as Jonas Venea. All right, so those are some guys that you might be able to get later. I think I'm going to go edge here. Let me just check the defensive interior, though. Kenneth Grant is available. Tyleik Williams. TJ Sanders is another kid I'm going to be watching. Omar Norman Lott. Deion Walker is there as well. So let's play the game. Let's play the game. Do I go tackle or do I go edge? The first 3 that say tackle or edge is the position that I'm going to draft. You ready? Set, go. Do I go tackle or do I go edge? I'm not trading up for a long snapper. Come on, I'm letting you guys. It's you guys get to choose the first pick, tackle or edge. I got one edge. I got one tackle. I got two tackles. I got three tackles. So I'm gonna go tackle. All right. Now I'm gonna pick the tackle that I want. It's Will Campbell, Josh Simmons. Let me just look at Will Campbell one more time. I just want to left tackle. Did play a couple snaps at right. I just feel like he's a project, man. I just feel like he's a project, man. Now I know he hasn't played due to the injury. I can't draft an injured player, but he can play right tackle. He can play right tackle. All right. I'm gonna give y'all the choices. I'm not picking this pick. Will Campbell, Josh Simmons, or Kelvin Banks in round, or Armand Membu in round one. Those are your choices. Campbell, Banks. I need 3 of 3. I see one Banks. I see a Simmons. I see a Will. Who the hell is Will? I see a Will. I see Banks. Breezie going with the bulky. No, I don't want to go with the bulky pick. I see a Campbell. Okay, Will. Okay, I think I got 3 Campbells. I got 3 Will Campbell. All right, we're going to go Will Campbell. All right, so you guys got to pick the first pick. All right, and so I like it. I like it a lot. Now, we got us a solid tackle in the first round. Now, let's go check out the defensive tackles here, because I think we go trenches. I will check out the edge rushers. Kyle Kennard is there. I'm going to be looking at him. Jared Ivey as well. Josiah Stewart is there. Came on Rucker from North Carolina. I feel like David Walker, outside linebacker though. Dang, man. All the edges I wanted are like clearly not gone, but dang. All right, I think here we get Big Dion. I'm not gonna wait to pick 75. I think we go up and get this big 6 freaking. What is he listed at? 6'7", 340. I think we go get this big dude. We want to stop the run. Y'all want to stop the run? Y'all want to stop the run? Let's stop the run. Let's get Deon Walker. I think this will be a solid pick for the San Francisco 49ers. And now we are on the board. Damn it, they are good. They are good. All right. I'm going to give you the position that we should draft next. Do we go tight end? All right. Or do we go... Do we go tight end or do we go... Matter of fact, I'm just going to give you the name. Harold Fannin Jr. or... Oh, I like Jeffrey Bob. Oh, Nick Imanwori is there as well. Nice safety from South Carolina. Ugh. I really want this tight end, man. I feel like getting a tight end in the 3rd round is cool. That's what I feel like. All right, what do you guys say? We need a playmaker at linebacker. Tyler Batty. Did I miss Tyler Batty? Did I miss him? I think I missed him. I want to go edge, but I don't know if I feel like, I don't know if I like. I do like K'Mon Rucker out of North Carolina. I do like K'Mon Rucker out of North Carolina. I do like, he's not good against, he didn't grade well against the run, but I like him on tape. Braden Swinson, Tyler Batty. There's your boy, dog. You know what? Can we wait? I'll get your boy. Let's wait. Let's wait. I say let's go Jeffrey Bossa, linebacker out of Oregon. Let's get this kid 6'2", 235. Let me just check out the other linebackers. I like Kobe King too. Cody Simon is there. I like Jake Higgins. Kareen Reed, sorry. Man, mock drafting is a lot tougher than I thought. I'm going tight end. Harold Fannin Jr. Y'all can be mad at me if you want. All right. On the clock, pick 99. I see a safety. We're going to go Andrew Makuba. He's not going to be here this week either. Man. All right, let's see if we can get my man's player, he said he wanted Tyler Batty. What position did he play? Because I feel like he gone. Ain't no way he gone. He gone. Linebacker? Did he go? Oh, I see Kobe King is still there. Cody Simon. Dang. Nick Nash just went. Where did he go? Let's see where he went. Nick Omari. Where'd he go? Oh, he didn't get drafted yet. Okay. Ooh. Look at me, about to hit the wrong button. All right, let's go. Go wait on a linebacker. Ooh, wide receiver Jalen Noel. Would y'all be mad if I drafted a wide receiver? I don't really care, so I'm going to draft him anyway. There we go. All right, so we got us. Let's just look and see what we got so far. We addressed the edge rusher. That's where he is. We addressed the tackle position, interior, tight end, safety. Got another wide receiver. Our second, fourth round pick. Let's go and look at this edge rusher out there. It's Brady Swinson or Tyler Batty. He wanted it to be Batty. I'm gonna get a bad pick for this for drafting him now. I feel like I could get him in the fifth round. I think I could get him in the fifth. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the fifth. Did I get my linebacker yet? Nope. I think I'm gonna go Cody Simon, linebacker. There's my running back. Oh, let's look at the corners. I need to see. Oh, I like this kid right here. Gonna get old Donnell Fortune out of South Carolina. All right, back to backs. Here we go. All right, so we got us a corner. I'm just looking for the linebackers. I really do like. Ain't no way he went. No. I got to check the edge rushers again. Sorry. Nope, he's still there. All right. He's still there. I can get him in the next round, so I'm going to try to get him in the round 5. I'm going to try to get him in round 5. Give me some more film to watch. All right, I'm getting Cody Simon. I like Cody Simon. I've mock drafted him before. He continues to be available. I think he's good in coverage. He can blitz. He's good against the run. All right, we're in round 5, pick 149. I said I'm going to get an edge rusher here. Let's go get the edge rusher. I'm going to go with your boy Tyler Batty out of BYU. All right. Now, I'm going double interior. All right, I'm going with the smaller version of what I got. So I'm going to get my boy Darius Alexander out of Toledo. And it looks like the thing got stuck. Did I get stuck? Nope. Ah, thank God it went. All right. And this might be the first mock draft. I do not draft a freaking quarterback. Thank goodness. All right, best player available. Let's see, tackles, running backs. If we don't draft a running back by now, we're not drafting a running back. Donovan Edwards, only running back left here. Wow. Let's go interior. See if there's any good interiors. Joshua Gray, I like from Oregon State. Cooper Mays? Nah. I definitely don't want to draft a center. I just don't want to draft a center. All right, let's go back to the tackle spot. Don't mind doubling up there. Nah. All right, let's look at the alls. Let's see. Oh, Jordan Phillips, I heard, is having a hell of an East-West Shrine Bowl week in practice, too. Keep your named heirs to the streets on Jordan Phillips, defensive interior out of Maryland. Dude, I'm drafting a quarterback. Just give me this kid. 7th round. Always to the quarterback. There we go. All right, boom. Let's review this mock draft. See, they wanted me to go him. See how they gave me a D? How you gonna give me a D for Dion? That's so grimy. Who cares? All right, A+ on the Will Campbell. Overall, B draft. All right. They didn't like the value I got where I got Tyler Batty. They felt like I reached up for him. I should have took the other dude, but it's all good. They sleeping on Jalen Noel. I can tell you that right now. They sleeping on him. All right. They sleeping on him 1,000%. Sleeping on him 1,000%. But guys, thank y'all for being here with your boy Breezie, man, doing another live mock draft. I'm going to get this chopped up and talk a little bit more about these picks on the Patreon. So I'll go a little bit more in detail over there on the Patreon. Just to do a quick recap on who we went with. Here it is again. Will Campbell, tackle out of LSU. Probably can come in, learn that right tackle spot. Start play at right tackle. Compete for the right tackle spot. And probably take over for a retiring Trent Williams in a year or two. We got the big gap filler, Deion Walker, strong kid out of Kentucky. Harold Fannin Jr., I think, is hands down one of the top 3 tight ends in this draft. He might even be the second best as far as production-wise. He is just a playmaker out there on the football field. Andrew Makuba can just fly around the field. I think we need speed at safety, and I feel like he'll give us speed at safety. Jalen Noel, love the 2 wide receivers coming out of Iowa State. Odell Fortune kind of reminds me of Isaiah Thomas out of Florida State. Big corners, compress, and man coverage. Cody Simon, I think, can be just a good all-purpose linebacker. Tyler Batty, I got to check him out. Edge rusher out of BYU. Darius Alexander can rush the passer and stop the run. And then we get Seth Hennigan, quarterback out of Memphis. I'll have to look more into him. So let me know what you guys think of the mock draft in the comment section. All right, it's going to be a lot of players. Again, it's Senior Bowl week. I am down here having a damn good time. I'm about to get some rest for sure. Be ready to go in the morning. Get out there on the football field like I'm suiting up to practice. I'll be back all week long with Senior Bowl coverage. Love you guys, man. Stay up, man, and keep it faithful to the Bay out there. You heard me? Maybe make sure I ain't missing anything, because, you know, I be missing stuff out there. Thank you for the Super Chat contribution. Shout out again to all the members of the Breezy Bunch crew. You guys are the real ones. Till next time, peace. Thank you all for your support here on the Wayne Breezy channel. If you're new, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash the like button and check out the other videos. Thanks for watching.